Hey everyone, this is my first Skill Wars video. I'm going to be narrating how to do the Oola's rabbit speedrun. And let's get started. I will link the skill bar in the YouTube description. It's pretty simple, there are some tricks that you need to do. And just cast the skills in the location that I cast. And for example, you saw me just cast Pause Silence right there. That is a specific location. Just so I can recast them at particular and specific places. So this is just a standard running. As you can see, I didn't cast Battle Silence because it's not needed. The trick to not get interrupted by the Wind Riders is just to wipe or rip your Battle Silence using Pious Haste. If you rip it and then cast Battle Silence immediately after, you're not gonna get interrupted. So right here, watch. Rip and cast, no interruption. Sometimes you can get unlucky and the boss can follow you, and as you can see, I had to cast Dwarven Stability, Grand's Heart and Pious Haste almost immediately. And you can get interrupted because the boss follows you, but that's very unlikely. Just cast them fast. So here I am, running. So cast your skills in the order you see. You don't need Battle Silence. You can use it just to keep your HP up, but it slows the run. As I mentioned before, the only consumable use here is alcohol, because sometimes the golems can cripple you. Now as you can see, I cast Battle Silence right here. Just gotta juke these golems, sometimes they body block you. And Battle Silence again. As you can see, I'm at 50% HP. This was just to showcase that this build works. You don't need to be at this low HP. You can, if you cast Battle Silence whenever you're about to face the golems. This is the optimized run. Now sometimes in this area you can find the Spirit of Disenchantment, which I found one spawned to the right here, and it can wipe some of your enchantments. Just gotta juke. Notice how it casts Battle Silence here, because there is an CN spawn, as you know. Again, Pious Haste to cancel Battle Silence. And right here, you gotta wait, because you don't have I am unstoppable. You gotta have fresh enchantments, because if you stop, the spiders are gonna cripple you and then you're going to die. Same idea here, fresh enchantments. Again, I take a small pause right here. This is the most important pause, because the spawns are sometimes can body block you, so you gotta juke them. As you can see, I almost got blocked. And yeah, this is pretty standard. You know, you gotta wait for CN. Grab your bow, target him, shoot him. As you can see, I was lagging a little bit. You don't need to cast Battle Silence. You want him to use the Shadow Step on you. Remember, you can use Summoning Stones if you want. This is the cheap and fast way. I'm using Empathy because it does more damage than Insidious Parasite. That's why you don't need Pain Inverter for this part. A Vampiric Weapon helps, but it's also, as I mentioned before, not needed. Just flag your heroes at the entrance. Cast your skills, no Bow of Silence. Please notice that Dwarven Stability is up, but I can recast it because it's not needed. Well, not needed for this part. At least, as in, you're gonna waste time if you recast it over there. Now you cast it. These guys can cripple you, they can curse you, so you gotta have Bow of Silence for these guys. Again, rip it and cast it again so you don't get cursed. And remember, for all the golems, Bow of Silence is not needed. I also messed up an accident. I was too slow and I ripped my Bow of Piety instead of Bow of Silence, but it's just fine. It works. Now, many people mess up this part. Ideally, you want to go right. Have a fresh set of enchantments. As you can see, I take a small step back. And just grab the Flux Matrix. Sometimes the imp, the golems, and the skulks fight each other. So that's cool. Less mobs to deal with. You don't need to drop the flux, you don't need the extra 20% enchantment duration, so it's fine to just cast it. Kill this imp and the spawns. Recharge it. Again, kill the other imp. This is the safe way. There are speedrun stats that you just go through all of this and just tank these spirits, but I don't see any reason not to do it. You can grab your bow, target the golem. Now, something very important here is that if you don't have any speed boost, you can go sideways. Notice that he drops aggro as soon as I walk forward. If you walk forward just a little bit, just to adjust the angle on which the golem follows you, because sometimes he can get stuck in the fire jets. See? He's gone back, but you just gotta wait. And then go all the way right. As you can see, I'm healthy. My HP is at 100%. You don't have to stand next to this place. You can just stay a little bit out of the fire jet and you're not gonna get hit. Now, just for fun, I recharge the Flux Matrix one more time. Oh, it's also, because it also allows you to kill all these golems and they can drop lockpicks, gold items. So I like to do that. Takes like 1 second. Boom. I messed up here. Ideally you want to cast Bow of Silence so you don't get your enchantments stripped. But since you can just recast them right here, it's just fine. See? Everything's good. It's also worth noticing that there are a lot of chests, so you can do some sort of hybrid where you can speedrun but also the treasure hunter title track. There are like 5 to 6 chests. Notice how I'm not recasting Dwarven stability, because I know it's gonna last me long enough. This dance is gonna last long enough, and I want to be as efficient as possible. So no time wasted. And finally, the third part of the dungeon, the level 3. Just have a hero with fallback or 2 heroes with fallback, and they will follow you. As I mentioned before, the heroes are not needed. They're just there because I don't see any reason not to bring them. It just makes the boss die in like 1 second or 2 seconds. Doesn't matter if only 2 heroes survive. Flag them all the way back. Now, look at the boss HP as soon as I cast Painting Bird. He's 100% right now. I'm casting Painting Bird right now. Look at his HP. See? He's dead. And the Unyielding Aura hero rests you. And you grab your stuff. And that's it. We'll just laugh in 10 minutes. Okay. Well, that's it. That's the run. This is the optimized version. Many people use different builds. I find this to be the fastest, cheapest, and the best way. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.